Right, so Jamo here is training for MMA, and yes, we're wearing gis, and no, it doesn't matter, right? It's a mindset, yeah? So when I first started Jiu Jitsu, there was no competition Jiu Jitsu. The only avenue was Vale Tudo, which means like anything goes, so like headbutts, elbows, the lot, and we trained with that most classes, yeah? Later on, there was Jiu Jitsu competitions, and then it became MMA with rules and weight classes and gloves and things like that. So I'm very grateful to have had the start that I had. It was very brutal on our bodies, but it really taught you great jiu-jitsu and good self-defense awareness. So when we're looking at positions like half guard, which is what Jamo was talking about, when I'm in half guard here underneath, and he's getting belted a bit here like this, yeah, because traditionally in jiu-jitsu we're trying to get the underhook, and I can operate with that, with the underhook, there's no problem. But if I don't have it and I'm focused on trying to escape like this, he's going to be belting me in the face. So you go, okay, so what's the priority? Escaping or getting punched in the face? Well, if I get punched in the face enough, I'm not going to escape. So my priority is always the arms. I always want to be able to control, and especially like back in the day when we could headbutt, it brought great reality to it and an awareness of where their head is. So instead of like the normal like sport jiu-jitsu where I'll be under here and trying to underhook and stuff like that, as soon as I underhook now I can get headbutted and things like this. And we were specifically looking at when I get underhooked here. So rather than be trying to push the person away from here and then giving him a better base to hit me, because now I'm not holding him, he can just sit up and he can unleash on me. So what I need to do is in fact keep the person very close, hold his head against my shoulder, like that, and control. So now he can hit me, and I've got control of the arm, and he wants to headbutt, and I'm holding the arm. I can even put my head right against his head, like that, so that there's no headbutts. Because the closer I am, the safer I am. If there's space, now he can headbutt me nicely. So I want to get control of the head, put my head against it, and make prioritizing the arm and not getting hit. That's my main thing here, is not getting punched in the face from this position. If I'm underneath, if I have the underhook here like that, this is a good position too. And when I'm deep here like that, I'm still concerned about this arm. I don't have my arm flared, because then he'll kneel on it, and now he can punch me in the face. So I kangaroo hook this arm, and I keep my elbow on the inside of his leg, like this. Now, he can still sit up because I'm holding him, but if he's strong, he could still posture up and start to deliver punches. So, like I've just been saying to Jamo, the quality of his base dictates the power of his punches. The better his base, the more powerful and more frequent the punches. So, I have to look at his base. So, if we turn around and we have a look at his foot back here, yeah, his hips are facing me now. If I can get hold of this heel and pull it up and back, now his hips are facing away from me, like that. He still wants to hit. Then I can catch the arm. Now I have this foot, I can continue to turn and put him on his back. He comes to get back up on top, and he can't. I can hook his leg and make my way back up on top. Right, so just because you wear a gi doesn't mean that you know like old school Vale Tudo MMA kind of jiu-jitsu, but you can do it with a gi on. Most of the time we get in a fight in the street, we're going to have clothes on. So I like no gi, I like watching it, I don't mind doing it, it's a lot of fun. But just because we're wearing a gi doesn't mean that it's impractical. It doesn't mean that it's designed for sport jiu-jitsu, and Jamo wants to go on towards MMA, so it's very interesting for me dealing with his problems. Main thing, always know where their hands are, always have control of the hands. Closer the opponent is, the slower the fight's gonna be, right? And his base, the quality of his base dictates the quality of his punches. Right, good work.